Yes, family, welcome to today's episode. And today we have paid a visit to a two-bedroom mansionette here at the village, Nyabohanse, East Africa, Kenya. And behind my camera person, we have a gate, and it's an entrance entering the compound. And one thing I love about this compound, it is just look how the flowers have been planted. I love this flower because it matches with my t-shirt. And also, from this other end of my hand, we have here a kitchen garden. I love how this person has decided that let's he put the kitchen garden in front of the house because the house is from the other end. And also there is an ongoing construction. Maybe soon, maybe after 1 year coming, we shall be coming back to these plots, to this place, so that we can give you another amazing tour inside a 5-bedroom bungalow, because he started with a 2-bedroom mansionette, and for now he has put a step ahead, building a 5-bedroom bungalow. So I shall believe that every journey starts with a single step, and in 1 year coming we shall be visiting this amazing place again, so that we can showcase you the beauty and the view of this bungalow. And from this other end, I love how he has planted these trees, because one thing I love about construction, it is as the time comes, or during a time whereby you're doing some construction, try to plant more and more trees, so that at the time by you come to the end, you'll get that the house, it is completely, and the look of your compound, it's looking, just look how this place is looking. I love how they planted the flowers. I love how the grass has been planted. Wow, just look over this tree. This tree look amazing and amazing and amazing. So come with me. I love the way how these seats have been placed over here. For example, where you're sitting over here, and amazing look of the compound, and also you can look who is coming from the gate, because the gate, it is just within this position. For example, when you're sitting over here, you'll check the person who is coming by, you'll check the beautiful view of your compound. And one thing I love about this compound is that it has a lot and a lot of birds. It has guinea fowls, it has turkey, chicken, rabbits, and many other creatures. And this is the front way of the house, or this is the front side of the house, whereby they have placed some amazing. My cameraman, what is the name of these ones? The cabros, yeah. So it has been placed with the cabros, and the cabros are looking great and good and amazing. And we have this other end, this amazing garden, whereby you can sit over here. For example, let me put over here, you can sit over here like this, enjoying the view, the breeze of this place. And I should love about, like, when you're sitting over here, you can see the beautiful nature around the village. porch of the house, whereby when you're coming from the house, you will see this amazing seat over here, this amazing garden, and I love how it has been weeded, and the grass, they are looking perfect. And also there's a shade, and also in this other end there's a shade. So there's a shade over here in both sides. You can see the both side of the gates or the entrance of the home, and in front of the house they have planted these type of the flowers, whereby just look how they bring amazing view, amazing position into this house. And also from the other end they have a CCTV camera, whereby it checks anybody who enters the home. And I love how they have placed these tiles over here. So this tile partition the front porch and the garden, whereby they have the seats over here, and I love how this tree is growing. Wow. So this is at the end of the front porch. They have some chairs over here whereby you can sit. For example, if you feel this is the place whereby you're comfortable, you can sit over here and look upon how the creatures around the compound, they are moving in and out. For example, the jennifer, the doves, because as I told you earlier, this home is one of the best home, and it has a lot and a lot of creatures, all a lot and lot of birds. And this is the door which take us inside the house. And also I love how they have placed their windows. As you can see, their windows, guys, they are wide, they are big, and this now the modern. Like for example, let me say that nowadays many people, many constructor, many owners of the home, they usually prefer putting these types of the window, not those which they were putting long time ago. And just look about this scratch, it's just over here. Wow. So in the wall of this house they have placed some sockets. For example, let me say that when I'm chilling by over here, I can charge my phone using this socket, which is just over here. And this other end of the door, they have placed the look. Wow, they have placed this type of the flower over here. So come with me as we go show you what the home, the house, the compound, it's looking, guys. And this other end, we have a gazebo. Just look how these birds, these creatures, they're enjoying the amazing view, amazing compound, amazing breed of the compound. And also just look how they planted this type of the flowers. So here is a gazebo whereby, for example, the owner of the home, maybe during the time of the weekend, has all the friends has come to visit him during the time of the weekend. For example, let's say Saturday or Sunday, they've slaughtered a goat. So they will chill over these at the end, and they will do the barbecue or the nyama choma. And I love how this gazebo, it has been placed with some grasses that look nice. So it can make the amazing decoration and to bring its perfect look of the compound. And also I love how they have planted some trees around this place. That look, we have this type of tree, we have a flower from here, we have another flower over here, we have this type of the flowers, and we have this big tree. And also this type of the I love this type of the flower. I love how they have decorated this pathway, whereby they have put some cabros over here from the other end, coming this other end, and I love how they planted some flowers besides their house. And also I love how they put these big windows so that it can penetrate a lot and more light inside the house. And also from the other end of my hand, here we have the store. Here is where they usually do the storing of everything around the compound. For example, they have some construction which is going on. They're building their dream bungalow. So things like the bag of cement, the steel bars, sometimes the mason they can use, and then they some remaining. So those remaining, they do the storing over this store over here, and from the top of the store, they have placed a tank over there so that it can supply the water inside the house. And from the other end, we have here uh so here is where you can wash. This is a sink where you can wash your hands, for example, because sometimes there's no need for you getting inside the house so that you can fetch the water. You can use this sink over here to wash the hands. And also from this other end, they have done the pressing of a tap over here. So this tap over here, it's take the water from the tank coming over here at the top, so that maybe you can, there's some stuff where there's some activities which needs a lot of water around the compound. Example, watering or curing of anything around the compound. There's no need for you going to other end of the tank, because I've realized they have two tanks, whereby one it's over here and another one it's over the end. And I love how they place these table over here. So these, like one thing I've come to realize is that they usually use a lot, and let me say most of the activities they are conducted over this other end, because they don't use a lot of the front door. The reason is that sometimes there's a wind, the wind is coming from the other end, coming this way. So sometimes you get that the dust gets inside the house. So here it's where this door over here, they usually use it to do amazing activities. So for example, getting inside the house, coming onto the house, and this over here, this area, a lot and a lot of activities they usually being conducted from this other end. And I love how the design of the house, the design of the house, it is top notch. And also there's some more and more security rights, CCTV over here. And I should believe that every single home, they must be having some security rights and maybe others security cameras. So come with me as we go to explore inside the house. We are inside this two-bedroom house over here, and one thing I love about this house is that it is so simple, because this is the living room, and from the other end that shall be the kitchen, or the kitchen area is just over here. I mean, this is a open kitchen house, whereby a person who is sitting over here, he or she can see what is being prepared over the end. So from this other end, this is our entrance. So this is the main entrance entering the house, and I love how they have placed this flower here, and it has the a flower, it's known as a flower vessel, which it used to carry or to hold the flower, so that the flower it cannot contaminate down the floor. And also I love how they have placed this amazing mirror from this other end. That look from the curtains, the house, it's so spacious, guys. And this other end they have placed some flower, and just look about this, how this table is looking like. And I love the it is so comfortable. So you can't imagine this house is being powered by a solar panel. So by this home, it doesn't have electricity, but 24 hours, guys, the power, the electricity, it is running. So this is one of the best home which I love being, like which I've loved coming in to do this amazing vlog. And also, guys, take your time to hit that subscription button. We are on the journey to 15,000 subscribers, and I hope soon we shall get it. In this house, we have the spacious rights. Apart from the lights, these type of the seats, they are so expensive, so comfortable. For example, here we have a two-seater over here, and for sure, guys, it is top notch. And also I love how it has been decorated, how it has been made, and also I love how comfortable it is. And from this other end we have a three-seater. So a three-seater means three people can sit over here. For example, I've sit in the middle of the chair or in the middle of the seat. Another person can sit in this other farthest end of the seat, and another person can sit in this other position. And I love how this seat it has been positioned, whereby, for example, if I'm sitting over here, I can look through the television, because behind my cameraman we have a television set. And I love how this type of the table, it is well furnished, highly maintained, and classic table. And I love how they put this flower over here. And from the other end we have some one-seater. So this seat is just for only one person. And also this other end we have another seat. So in this house it accommodates a seven-seater, whereby we have these two for one people or one person, and we have one seat for three people, and we have one seat for two people, a total of seven-seater. And I love how they have placed this type of the flower. Hey, we are almost at the same. So here we go, and just look up. This is the clock, whereby you can see, for example, there's sometimes whereby it doesn't have your phone with you, so you can use this type of the watch to look. For example, let me say now it is 2:55 p.m. whereby we're shooting this video. It is 2:55 p.m. So for me, not going to check out my phone. For example, let me say when I'm sitting over here and the phone is on the other end of the kitchen or on the other end of the bedroom, I can just look upon the watch through the wall clock. And also from the other end we have the high quality curtains, whereby we have a shear inside it. So this shear, no, it prevents the wind. For example, when I'm sitting over there and maybe someone is from the other end of the outside the house, he or she cannot see what just popping from this other end of the or this other end of the house, because this it has prevent. And I love how this it has been made. Yeah, look, guys, I love the beautiful view, the beautiful look of these curtains. The look. And this other end we have this wallpaper or this picture. They have highly praised and goodly praised at the wall, we have the African art. We have the African art, and from this other end, guys, we have this flower. So I would have suggest if the owner of this home just press something like this. So let me showcase you, my good people. Maybe he shall purchase one like this so that it can uplift that flower there, so that the flower can be at rest high. And we have this set of the system whereby we have the television over here, we have the soundbar, and I love how this cabinet has been created. This means that the person who created this type of the like this like a TV setup whereby you can, for example, see our television is here. We have here our system. Here you can press some stuff. For example, we have this. Just look how this is looking and how beautiful it is. So we have that one, and we have more and more stuff over here. For example, we have this. Wow, just look. So I love how this house it has been decorated. I love how this house it has been arranged, and this is not just a home. Oh, this is not just a house, but it's a home. These are the end whereby I'm having a seat. This is a counter whereby, as I told you earlier, is that this how it is an open kitchen. It's an open kitchen whereby the person who is preparing a meal over there, the person who is sitting from the end of the seat on the on the seat, he can see or she can see what's been prepared over there. So here we have the counter. For example, when someone is cooking and the food is ready, here it's where the food is being served. And also, for example, if I have my friend and we want to have a drink, this is the place whereby we can sit by, have a drink, chit chats, and see how the progress, how the day is gonna end. I love how it is. And also for this, just look this type of the chairs. So the chairs over here, they are highly and classic made. I love how this I love the plan of this house. So finally, guys, just look how these lights they are appearing. So just look how these lights are appearing. They are so much good. So maybe I can do the lighting on of them so that you can see how they are appearing. So we have that ones. Okay, so I'm trying to light on. We have that ones. We have those ones, and we have finally that one. That look how the house it's bright, bright. I love how the gypsum has been placed over this house, and also just look these other one, guys. Wow, that look these other lights. So these lights they are so much good, and also from these other ends of the whereby the TV or the television being placed, we have these lights whereby they light the cabinets so that the view it can bring so good. And just look how this house is shining, looking good, looking amazing. So here we have uh 4 switch sockets. No, we have the it's known as, I think, let me find a good name for it. So it is a 4 socket, the 4 switch whereby you can see it has this the first light, the second light over here, the third over here, and finally the fourth over here. I love how this one of the how it's, let me say, he has some good thought, because if it was another one, maybe we find that we have the first switch over here, we have the second switch over here, we have the third and the fourth. But for him, it's that let's press all the switch in just one cabinet. And finally, we are at the kitchen areas. So this is the most parts, or this is the most part which I think everybody likes being over here. So I love how it is so spacious, it look good, it look amazing. And here we have a double sink whereby you can see we have a tap over here. You can wash the dishes from this other end, and maybe you can rinse through this other end. And I love how the cabinet they are looking. Wow, the person who created this, he is so good in creating. And we have more and more drawers. We have this one over here, so just look how they open. And we have another one from here. Wow, just look how they are looking. And I love how this place it has been created. So soft, so smooth, so good. And here we have our oven. So here we have our oven, and just look how this part is looking. I love how they placed this type. Wow, so here we have the cups, we have the plates over here, we have the plates over here. And I love these cabinets over here. Yeah, look, we have more cups, more glasses. And here, it was created in such a way that, like, for example, see the person who is staying over here, because this one is a home to someone. So I love how they have decided that let this at end be for only the ingredients. Because, for example, we have here beef masala, we have pilau masala, we have black pepper, we have turmeric, and more and more and more. And also, we have these at the end that look, guys, how this is looking. So plates has been arranged over here, and maybe you can arrange over here some cups, and maybe you can do here some other stuff. Wow, so here we go. So instead of here, it is an it's open kitchen, whereby you can cook over there, you can serve over here. After serving, you can have a rest from the other end of the living area. So this is a kitchen area, and this is a living area. And also, this at the end we have a bathroom, we have a master bedroom, and we have another bedroom, whereby I love how they have they have used, let me say, I love how this plan of the house it was created. I think the person who made, or the person who drew, or the person who drew this plan is so good. So stay tuned, watch the video till the end as we go to explore more and more and more. So finally, guys, here we have a house tour. So here is where I need to store the foods, because as I told you that the house it is only 2 bedroom, and it is an open kitchen. And now here is where they usually store some foods over here. And from this other end of our side, here these cabros take you towards this other end, whereby we have a tank over there. And as I told you that this home has a lot and lot of livestock. For example, here in this other end, we have here the rabbits. The rabbits are over here, as you can just check. We have the rabbits. We have the baby rabbits over here. So you have the baby rabbits. So you have the small rabbits over here. And down over here, it was created like as a shelf. But here, as you can see, we have 2 big rabbits, and here we have 2 big rabbits. So here, these rabbits, they have their younger ones, and these up over here, they have their young ones. So this over here, it is a house for the rabbits. And also here you have the tap, whereby this at the end we have a tank. So this is the ready water. So for example, when during the time of the rainy season, we have that a lot of rain. So when the tank is full, it takes the water inside over here. Here we have a storage tank. Down, it was dug down. So here we have the underground tank, whereby when it's full, it takes water towards this end. And also we have here, like, you can, there's no machine for pumping coming up, so they use this type of the method to do the fetching of the water from inside this tank. And here we have a house for the we have the house of the for the chicken, guinea fowls, and here we have some duck. We have the duck. So the ducks usually stay down there, and the kitchen, the chicken usually stay inside over here, whereby I don't know, if maybe let us go on and see. Uh, so just look. So here we have the chickens. We have the chick from this other end, and here the feeder. So by this feeder, it contains the food, while this one, it contains the treated water. I love how this phase is being conducted. And also here's where it usually raise some eggs. So here the eggs, they are being raised over there, and after the eggs have been many, the owner or the person of the home comes and correct them. And there we have the house of the dog. So we have the house of the dog from the other end. We have the outside toilets or the outside latrines, and here we have the clothes line. So you have the clothes line over here, whereby you can wash your clothes from this other end, and you can dry them over here. As you can just see, there's some clothes over this other end. And here we have the kitchen garden. So here's the kitchen garden. Whereby the kitchen garden, it has been planted many varieties of crops. We have the sugarcane, we have the pawpaw, we have avocado, we have mangoes, we have vegetable, we have banana, and many more. And we are back at this other end of the we are back at this other end of the view of the look. For example, when you're sitting over here, you can see the view. So guys, what do you think about this amazing home? Come with me as we go to explore more and more about this home. This is where all the show started, and we are back at this other end. I love how they have planted some grass from this other end, the trees, the flowers, and this other end. This is the building which I was talking at the beginning of the video, and I love how they are doing some landscaping. The person who conducted this landscaping is so great and it's so good. And here the palm tree. As I told you in my last video, that the homes which I have paid a visit, this one is the common plant over there. For example, in this home, we have this. The only tree which is not in common areas are these, because this, I think it might be so expensive. And here There's an upcoming project going on over here whereby they have started planting the grass, and this type of the grass over here and that type over there of the grass, they are not that too similar. So these are different, and I love how they have planted this tree over here. I love how they planted this tree over here. So just look, the beautification, the amazement, the good look of this place, how it's looking. And one thing I love is that they have done a channel which directs all the water toward the one end. For example, when it's raining, when it is on the rain season, so this other end, the water runs from this other end, coming this way, going to other end and going outside the compound. I love how they have done the management of the compound. So maybe one thing I've learned is that let us be good in arrangement of anything. For example, okay, the land is not that too big, but how they have done the landscaping, how they have done the yeah, yeah. If you look how they have managed the land, it is so good. And from the look, guys, you have seen that even if they have a small piece of land, but they have managed it well. And we are back at the gates, the entrance of the property. So this is the entrance of the property. And one thing I love is that just look how these flowers they have been planted over here. So this gate is not automotive, it usually being slided. It is a sliding gate whereby it is being slided from here heading to the other end. So guys, thank you a lot for watching this amazing and amazing vlog. My name is Gake, and see you into next episode of ours.